Hello, my name is John Titor. I'm an ex-time traveler agent by the government to spy the technologies in the year 2022. You don't believe me? Just Google it. Oh, that's right. You have no idea what Google is. So buckle up, buckaroo, and I will share you my findings on the year 2022. So my story begins when I get into the portal. As I stepped out, I was arrived in an open street. There, it seems like a desolate place and a lot different than in our current era in 1999. In our era, the street is filled with many kids playing. But in the future, commonly cars are roaming on the streets. So my colleague asked, where are the kids in the future and what are they doing? Well, as I go to some house, I see these kids playing with something they called a smartphone. So what is a smartphone? Well, it's similar to our current cellular phones, but smarter. You can do many things like taking a picture, playing with games, calculate better than most of our advanced calculator, and the most bafflingly feature is, it can browse the internet. Can you believe it? They can use Internet Explorer and Netscape at the palm of their hands. And also their internet speed is 1,000,000 times faster compared to our common 56 bit per second modem-based network. So you ask, are these kids the only ones that uses these smartphone thing? What about us teens and adults like to do? Well, absolutely not, of course. Both adults and teens are also using this stuff. They used it in day-to-day activities, but mainly to socialize. So instead of our traditional way where you go to the park to hang out, they use these devices. Yeah, how cool is that, don't you think? If I can recall correctly, the way they utilize the smartphone in socialization is they browse a website or an app named Facebook and also Instagram. These sites is where they find their mates and even share their pictures to the world. The picture part is kinda creepy, if you ask me. Especially for the youths. And as you might guess well, there are many teens who post weird stuff, and they like to call it a meme. But I mainly used social media as my daily newspaper. So maybe I'm kind of bit biased here. And unlike traditional newspaper, we might not believe all of the things that we read online because fake news is rampant on the future era. And now for the cool part. Did you know that in future, we have thing called online shopping? You can use your smartphone to browse products on a web, and later, some person will deliver it to your doorstep. Unlike with our brick and mortar method of buying an item, this method is more convenient, especially if you're an elderly or a handicapped person, and it's easier too. Also, I forgot to mention that the internet is somewhat close to electricity than a novelty. With the rise of Internet of Things devices, we can make our common appliance smarter. Heck, even my fridge speaks and auto-buy me with some eggs, if there is none of it, and a television that is thinner than your pillow, that can also understand what you're saying. So to wrap these up, the progress in future is indeed great for the humanity. The things like smartphones and other devices seamlessly integrates into our lives and made our lives easier, and the way social media changes the quality of socialization is too convenient that it even became a problem because it takes away the most important aspects of the conversation, which is seeing the other's facial and their social cues. That makes the conversation more authentic and intimate. Also, with the centralization of data on the internet, your privacy is not guaranteed and can even be used by those insidious entities. I'm super excited, yet somewhat alarmed about the future, and I hope in the next couple of decades we can see some more breakthroughs, especially in medicine. Also, the way we teach and learn needs a major upgrade, since what I can see is they are still using our current 1900s approach to teaching, and with the expansion of new discoveries of humankind, it's kind of saturating to grasp new ideas when you are always bombarded with a new one in the modern era, especially for students, and I'm hoping to see it improve by the next couple of decades. That's all for today. This is Mr. Titor, now signing off.